Hi coaches, it's Deborah. I'm telling you, is it too early to get spring fever? Because I'm in Kansas City and it's 70 degrees outside right now. Seriously, it feels like I should be getting, I have my flip-flops on again. Anyway, hey, I wanted to send you guys a quick message because Jen and I were talking about what we're going to do in month 2 of this Diamond Mind. And we want to give you fair warning that we are going to be boosting up the accountability levels. And I wanted to tell you a little story, something that I actually learned in Bible study. And they presented to us the idea of duty, discipline, and delight. And the example was when you start out doing, your Bible study, that it can be a duty. You do it because you either, feel like you have to do it, or because maybe like me, you set it as a goal to get more familiar with the Bible. So it's a duty. It's kind of hard. It's kind of uncomfortable. It doesn't really feel right yet. But then after you do it a little bit over time, it becomes a discipline. And now you are kind of in your groove. You get up every morning and you do it. It's kind of a part of your routine. It's not as difficult as it was because you know it. You can get through it faster. You're more efficient at it. So it's a discipline. And then the real joy comes in when it becomes a delight. When it's now become a part of your life and you can see that the fruits of your efforts have produced such wonderful results. And as I was listening to this, as I so oftentimes do, I thought, wow, that's just like my challenge groups. I could really apply that to people that are trying to lose weight or trying to get into the habit of working out. They start out, it's a duty, they don't like it, they don't want to do it. Then it turns into a discipline, which is what we in our challenge groups hope to do, is teach people disciplines. And then it becomes a delight. Just like so many of us are already there, we love to work out. We get the endorphins, we get a high off of it, we feel good, it's a delight for us. So that then brought me to the next conclusion that we could apply these 3 Ds in just about any aspect of our life, and including our Beachbody business. Working your daily activities when you first start out is a duty. We've asked you all to work on your business activity trackers. We've asked you to set your goals using the leader roadmap. And, I keep asking you, how many invites have you sent today? How many invites have you sent today? And does anybody ever do their invites with the thought in mind of, I need to do these because Deborah's going to ask me how many I did? Or, I've got this goal number on my worksheet, and when I talk to Deborah next week or Jen, what am I going to say? I better get busy. That's a duty. You're doing these things because it's a duty. And that's okay. That's what we're here for, is to teach you, number 1, what you need to be doing. So you do these things as a duty. And we can tell from talking to you all that a lot of you aren't doing these things, not doing them consistently. So duty is number 1. Number 2 is discipline. That's where we really want you to get, is that it's a discipline. I was talking to Jen and she said, I've been doing this for so many years now that it's totally a discipline to me. I don't even think about it. I don't, it's just a part of my day. It's just like I brush my teeth, I sit down and I do my power hour. Discipline. Now it's not as hard. Now it's not as painful. Now it's not as uncomfortable. Now you don't dread it as much. And I know that you all dread doing your duties. I know you dread doing your daily activities, that it's uncomfortable, that it's painful, that it takes you a long time. I know all that because I've been there. But discipline, that's what we want to teach you, is your disciplines, because your disciplines are going to get you to that next stage, which is delight. And I can tell you, delight comes in all kinds of little milestone levels, all the way up to the big one, which is, being able to quit your full-time job and be home with your kids, and being able to bring your spouse home as well, being able to take your family on a vacation that's all expenses paid, being able to pay off a credit card bill, being able to start saving money, being able to, make a few extra $100 a month so that you're paying your groceries. These are delights. When you do your duty and your discipline and it turns into a delight, that's when you realize that it all pays off. It's all worth it. And so I want you to think about it. I've even written those 3 words down and stuck it on a sticky note on my computer because you know how I like sticky notes. Duty, discipline, delight. Because there are certainly still things that I do in my business today that I do because it's a duty. And I have a lot of things I'm doing because it's a discipline, and I can tell you, I am seeing the delights. I have those delights in my sights, and I believe that this is the path to get there. So please, believe with me, believe with Jen. Duty, discipline, delight. That's where we're going to take you. That's where we're committed to taking you in the Diamond Bind, but you have to be willing to do your part. So be listening for what we're going to be asking you to do starting next week. And you guys, you have an awesome week. Kick it into high gear these last few days of the month because I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Have a great day.